One of the things we realized when we started the company was people buy a lot of solutions that can tell them what's going on in their own environment. But there's a lot of things you rely on when you're thinking about delivering an application to a global audience, or you as an enterprise are consuming an application that may or may not sit on your environment. And so what we try to do is focus on the entire end-to-end picture instead of giving you visibility into one component of your data center. And we make it easy for you to understand when your users are complaining about performance problems to a certain application, which part of the environment that you rely on is responsible for that problem. So it's almost like seeing an X-ray, right, where you see, okay, there's a pain somewhere in my arm, and we're able to provide you that view of which particular component is actually broken, and you can then now route around it or fix it. That's the idea of ThousandEyes. We have two components to the data collection we would do. We have public agents that are controlled by ThousandEyes. We've deployed them in strategic locations across the globe, and they will give you a good global view of how a certain application is working. Our customers typically would fall into two buckets. Either they are cloud providers or SaaS providers that run an application that is globally reachable, and they would use the public agents to ensure proactively that the health of their application is good. And if there's a problem, they'll be able to see where in the network the problem is so they can react faster. We also have a component of private agents that go into enterprise offices. And the private agents are built in a way where they're really easy to deploy, and you can put them in different locations. So if you're an enterprise with 20 offices, right, you can deploy a private agent in each of these locations. And you now have a measurement infrastructure that you can use to figure out performance issues to internal assets as well as external assets. So next time when you have a user that's complaining about slow Office 365 or slow Salesforce, you would know from that branch office what is the issue. Whether it's a bandwidth issue, whether it's a latency issue, whether there are packets being dropped somewhere, and be able to really understand whether it's your environment that is causing a problem, whether it's the internet, or whether it's the specific cloud provider that you're using in your application.